What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Living Life with Bailey, where we live life with Bailey on the daily, no matter how crazy it may be. So, if you just got done watching that other video, or if you don't know what's going on in this little series we have, this right here is 5 tips any autistic parent might need to know. Okay? And you know what? Actually, I'm going to change that. It could be an autistic parent or an individual with autism themselves. Okay, if you're autistic, these are some tips for you to kind of help your life a little bit easier, to help make it easier anyway. Alright, these are some great tips. These are all Jessica's, little 5 tips of advice. So I want to give a shout out to her. I mean, I just went over the list and I think they're great. Jessica has been an awesome autism mom now for 15 years. She's been taking names, y'all. I'm telling you, this woman here, she is a superhero. Like, this is my definition of what the F deserves the mom of the year every year, always, y'all. Like, I'm just saying, look, I'm just saying, she's a rock star, y'all. Like, we're going to go over this list, and I just want you to know everything on her list, she's not just writing it down, just for poops and farts, like laughs and giggles, but seriously, this is stuff that she has done herself, and this is 15 years of experience. I mean, how much experience did you have with autism when you got started? Zero. Like, where were you at on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh my god, like a zero.
A zero.
A negative zero.
A big fat zero. Okay, now where would you rate yourself now? I
still have a lot to learn, but I feel like I've learned a lot.
Of course, I mean,
come a long way. Bailey's come a long way.
Yes.
I've come a long way.
So what would you give yourself now? 1 to 10.
A 10.
You think so?
Yeah.
A full-on 10.
Yeah, I feel like I know Bailey pretty well.
I'm not gonna lie, you impress me a lot of the times, and I tell you that, y'all. Like, this woman's intuition is.
I feel like I know what's gonna happen with her before it happens.
It really does. Like, it's so awesome. Like, she makes my job as being like her little partner in crime super easy because she's just constantly giving me the tools I need to succeed. Alright, it's beautiful. Alright, so again, 5 tips that can help your life with autism be easier. Alright, tip number 1, and this is a big one, so listen up, okay? Educate yourself. You need to be educated about autism, what it is, how it works, how will it affect your life, your child, whoever it is that is affected by it, okay, and what happens now? There's there's actually a lot more not known about autism than what's known about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just what I've learned from my little bit of education.
I feel like
Educating
for new
myself.
parents, they should, I feel like there's a grieving process you go through. Because when you have an autistic kid, you don't get to do the normal things that most families do. So you have to kind of grieve the loss of it, is how it was explained one time by a doctor. Just grieve the loss of the things that we'll never get to do with her, but then embrace the things that we will have with her that other parents won't. Like, she'll always believe in Santa Claus. She'll always want birthday parties. She'll always be like a little kid.
That's awesome. I like that. I'm glad that you pointed that out because for those of you who don't know, I kind of stepped into Jessica and Bailey's life in this past year, and we're just really bonding as a whole. We're becoming our own little family, and it's nice and wonderful. So I knew what I was stepping into ahead of time, so there wasn't really many dreams for me to, I guess, grieve, because again, I don't have any children of my own, but I mean, from the second that me and Bailey met, we connected. I don't really know how to explain it, but I know that I love her with my whole heart. I know that I love this woman with my whole heart. And I know that they both love me very much, and that's just what's kick-started this journey. But again, I didn't have to go through that grieving process.
It's more when they get diagnosed, I feel like, for parents, that it's a shock, and you just kind of have to, your whole life gets turned around, like your whole, just everything goes from being calm to like a hectic schedule between doctors and therapists and appointments and just the constant being a caregiver to someone.
That's
You have to
tough.
be very selfless
Yeah,
and very available
very available. So you mean that,
to your child.
like, what about work? How does work work?
It's very hard. It's hard to work with a kid with autism.
What do you mean? Like, I'm sure you had a job. Don't you work?
Yeah, but I used to have a job, but my mom helped me out. And if I didn't have my mom, it's not like you can just hire someone to take care of an autistic kid because there's a lot of medical issues, there's a lot of physical violence, there's a lot of meltdowns. People that are unexperienced could harm your child or
Yeah,
neglect
most
them.
definitely.
So it's not like you can just be like, oh, I got to do this, so let me hire a sitter. It has to be someone that kid knows, and more than likely, it's going to be someone they're really close to. In Bailey's case, that's my parents.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nana and Paul. Y'all really are the best.
And then I started my dog sitting business and like cleaning so I could do stuff around her schedule.
Okay. So, again, y'all, that's just another example of how much of a rock star mom she is. She left her job where I'm sure she was making maybe not wow bang bucks, but I know she was making good money for what she was doing. And she was doing what she loved because this woman loves animals. And you were working like a boarding place slash like vet
Yeah, it
clinic.
was a kennel.
A kennel. Okay, yeah. So that is like her dream job. She left it so that she could take care of Bailey.
Yeah.
But did you let that stop you?
No.
No. Because she went and made her own little spot, taking care of dogs, still doing what she loves, but now being able to do it around Bailey's schedule, which is crazy.
Which got put to a stop again when I had to move to Wilmington so Bailey could actually go to school and have therapy.
Mm.
So it's been a journey.
But it's okay. That's why you gotta educate yourself. You need to know what's going down. Alright? Point number 2, work as a team with doctors and with your school system.
And your therapist.
And your therapist, too. That's right.
Because if everybody's on the same page, then it'll just be better for your child. And it'll be better for everybody else, too, in general.
Sorry, y'all got distracted by the cat. Listen, I'm gonna say this right here. The team we have here is incredible. If any of you, and you know who you are, if you're watching, like seriously, thank you. You really, I'm sure you know how much easier you make our lives, but you really have no idea how much you have helped make our lives easier. Shirley, I'm definitely gonna give you a shout out, and I'm sure we can shout out Dr. Hahn.
Yeah.
But
And Miss Keenan.
there you go. Yeah, Miss Keenan.
And Miss Regan, because that was her teacher at Murray Middle, and she got her through
Yeah.
our first couple years here in Wilmington.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for just being Jessica's support system. I'm glad that y'all been taking great care of her.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm here to help now. I'm so excited about that. Let's see. So work as a team, okay? Doctors know things that you don't as just an uneducated individual.
Mm-hmm.
Again, brings us back to point number 1.
Don't always shut things down. You should be accepting to advice, research it, and then make your decision on things. Because when you're new to something, you don't know whether it's right or wrong. You don't know whether it's going to work or not. There's a lot of things that I've done with Bailey that probably as a young parent I'd be like, oh my God, I would never do that. But when you have an autistic kid, sometimes medication, stuff like that is for the better. It's not always a bad thing. Because without it, Bailey would not be at home. She wouldn't be going to a school. She wouldn't be able to have a somewhat functionable life. She would more than likely be in some kind of institution or something.
Yeah.
So.
It's scary, y'all.
Yeah. Just be open-minded to anything that could possibly help your child. If it doesn't work, don't do it again. try something else.
I like that. And again, that's why it's important to educate yourself. You need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Jessica said, you're gonna take that advice, research it, and then make your decision.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you need to educate yourself, y'all. I'm not gonna say anything bad about just the big pharma companies, but a lot of times they do shove medicine off on you.
Mm-hmm.
They shove treatments off on you. But sometimes they do shove the good stuff onto you. That's why it's important to do your own research.
And
So,
find good doctors and ones that actually care and don't just
absolutely.
like want to drug your child so they don't have to worry about problems. Like Bailey's doctor, people come from hours away to see her. I used to come from hours away to come see her. And she's a big part of why we moved here too, because she's an amazing doctor. She's a private doctor and she cares about her patients.
Mm.
And she goes out of her way, I feel like, to make sure that Bailey has the best medical care and the safest at the same time, to make sure she doesn't have long-term side effects.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You want to touch up on anything else with that one?
Mm-mm.
No? Point number 3. All right. Be positive and never, ever give up. Babe, I think that's some good points. I think you could probably expound on that one on your own. What do you think? But be positive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Bailey's pretty mean to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but Bailey's very mean to her. It upsets me how mean she is to her.
Yeah.
Because she's so sweet to me.
Yeah.
She's so mean to her mom.
And it's basically because I've been her only full-time caregiver for the past 15 years. I've had to do all the bad stuff, all the stuff that's not fun. And she knows she can trust me, and a lot of times that trust comes out in anger. It doesn't make sense, but for autistic kids, it's just the way it works a lot of times.
I mean, that does kind of make sense. Like, you really do have to really be comfortable in front of somebody to express all of your emotions. And, for individuals with autism, that's one thing they really struggle with, is expressing the emotions they feel inside, letting them know, how they feel. So being able to, I guess that does kind of make sense now why she's so mean.
But I don't.
Because she can be.
Yeah. And even though sometimes I do take it personally and it really hurts my feelings, even after 15 years, I still get my feelings hurt.
She's so mean, y'all.
I just have to shake it off, and then I always think to myself, she is autistic and she can only help so much, and a lot of it is just a routine of her being able to do it and me basically having no one to back me up to stop it from happening. If that makes any sense. To change her routine of the way she treats me.
We are going to change that.
Yeah.
I think we will. Like you said, just takes, what was that? Some backup?
Yeah.
Some support? Hey, guess what? If you missed our other video, you need to go check it out, because we already touched up on that. Teamwork makes the dream work, you guys. You need to have a strong support system. Whether that's, like we're going to have future husband-wife kind of deal. Or, best friends. Brother-sister. Mother-daughter. Father-daughter, father-son, whatever it is, you need to have a good support system. You need to have somebody to talk to. This life can be a lonely life, but only if you let it. I feel like, over the past couple of years since you've gotten into the social media game, you found a lot of these support groups, and those have really helped you out, wouldn't you say? Have you learned more through the support groups than you have through your own research even?
Well, yeah, because people's personal experiences with their children. And also it makes you not feel so alone, because you read things and you're like, oh my God, I'm not the only one whose kid's cussing like that or having horrible meltdowns. It just makes you feel like you're just not alone. And I feel like the autism community really sticks together as a whole and are very supportive of each other.
You think, again, that's just because they understand,
because we're living the same life, and it's a humbling life, but it's a hard life.
I'm sorry, what's that word?
Um, just accept your child and the different life that you have to live with
Oh,
autism.
oh, oh, I thought that was a slash. Tip number 4. Did you just miss that? Accept your life and your child. Accept your child and your different life with autism. Because, again, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be different. What does it require, babe?
Patience, selflessness, and time.
What about routine, too?
Yeah, routine.
Most definitely.
Yeah. You have to make a lot of sacrifice in your own personal things that you like to do every day for your kid to have a good day and a good routine.
Can I tell them a quick story real quick?
Sure.
Listen, you guys. She just nailed it on the head. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. Okay? If you don't know what that means, you need to go listen to Big Sean's song, Sacrifices. Okay? Because that's like the story of this girl's life. She done made sacrifices, y'all. Just so Bailey can have the best possible life that, she needs. To be happy. To be herself. And to learn everything she's learned. I mean, Bailey 6 years ago is nothing compared to the Bailey today. Like, would you say it's almost like it is a completely new person.
It's like night and day.
Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You guys, and how did that happen? Did it just happen overnight?
Mm-mm.
What did it take?
A lot of hard work, a lot of routine, consistency, therapy. And now that we're here, we have a good school. So that helps a lot too.
It's awesome. Last tip we got here. Tip number 5. Okay, everybody, if you've been following along, drop some comments below. Thank you for tuning in. I know we're 17 minutes into this video, but it's going to be okay. Let Jessica know how good she did, y'all. She's a little bit camera shy. It's okay. Let us know if these tips have influenced you a little bit. All right, real quick, tip number 5, then I'll continue on with that. Be selfless and be humble. All right?
Well, I feel like autism in itself humbles you.
Most definitely. Makes you
Over
so
the
emotional.
years, you're very humbled in life. And you're very appreciative of things that people take for granted every day. Little things. Very little things. Like riding with the window down in a car. Or listening to a radio.
Not hearing the same song over and over again.
Yeah, just doing whatever you want to do. Like people that just are like, oh, go play. Like when you have an autistic kid, they don't just go play. Like you're with them all the time. Like all the time. There's no alone time.
There is no alone time. Mm-hmm. At all. You can't even be exhausted.
Except for when they go to sleep. If they sleep. Because sometimes they go through these things with the moon and everything else and they don't sleep. And that in itself is exhausting.
Babe, we match.
Oh, we're so cute.
I just realized that.
Oh.
Definitely have to be selfless. Yeah. Have to be humble. For sure. And like Jessica just said, this life will humble you. Mm-hmm. I promise y'all, myself a year ago, nothing compared to the man I am today. I used to have awful anger problems. I still get a temper tantrum every now and again. But nowhere compared to where it used to be. Because Bailey's coming, taking this hard little heart and just made it so soft. She just touches it. She just breaks it down. She makes you cry so much, y'all. It's so sad. This life is just so full of love if you let it be loving. Mm. You can't let it be evil.
Yeah, you can't let the sadness take over.
That's right.
You just have to embrace every little happy moment.
I mean, babe, you've been on your own really for the past 15 years. What do you really have to say about it? I mean, is it nice to finally have some help?
Yes.
I'm glad to give it to you.
Yeah. It's nice to shower and stuff alone.
Listen, y'all.
That's the best thing ever.
I have no idea how she has been doing this. It's wild. Unbelievably wild.
Well, blood,
What this
sweat, and
life takes.
tears. And blood. Literally. Blood, sweat, and tears.
I love it though. I love Bailey. I love
Yeah.
you. Like, this is definitely the life that I want to live. And if it takes being selfless, if it takes being humble, if it takes even, taking that L and allowing the doctors to give us some medication to help Bailey, then I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it takes to help her live her best life.
Yeah.
Cause
Because
y'all,
sometimes your beliefs aren't always the best thing for your child.
oh, I like that. That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag your beliefs aren't always the best thing for your child. Y'all, that's all it takes. Those are 5 easy tips to get you started in the autistic life. We really hope we were able to help somebody today. We really hope that, years from now, this video is just able to just come in and help somebody, just touch somebody's life. You can do anything you want. I promise you, this is not what we planned on doing with our lives. Either one of us. But this is what we're doing. We watched a video the other day, and it basically said that autistic parents, they don't get, what was it? Do you remember? I just remember that it was, they get drafted.
Oh yeah, a woman said, someone said something to her, and she said, "I didn't, I got drafted into the autism life. It's not a choice. It's just something that happens, and you have to do it, and you just do it."
That's right. Shout out to all you awesome autistic parents out there, whether you're single, couple, mom, dad, whatever it is.
Grandparents,
Yeah, you're doing good. Just hang in
caregivers.
there. We believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's not easy, but we know that you can do this. Just believe in your child. Have faith in your child. Love them through the good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Just love them. That's the best thing you can do. Just love them. Give them a place to feel safe. Give them a place to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Just let them be free little spirits. No judgment. So much love and just peace. And like that last little point said, humility. That's what this life is all about. So thank you for tuning in to Living Life with Bailey. I know it was a little bit of a different setup tonight, but that's all right. We still hope that we were able to bring a little bit of, insight into autism. We hope we were able to help educate you a little bit. And listen, guess what? We're going to have a lot more of these videos coming. If you like that, if you like these little videos of Jess and I getting in here giving you all some advice, shedding a little light on the crazy life of autism with Bailey, let us know in the comments below, okay?
And if you have questions
yeah,
that we can answer in the next one.
That'd be cool.
I do have 15 years of experience. And Bailey is on the severe spectrum, so I've been through just about all of it.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So get excited, you guys, because whether you drop these comments or not, we're going to be posting more videos. We're going to be bringing you more awareness, and you guys don't even know what we're going to be doing next.